Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Marvel Zombies. This is brand new. Just released a few hours ago on Disney Plus at midnight, and I just watched all 4 episodes. They run about 31 to 37 minutes, they say right here, but they're actually a little bit shorter. If you don't watch the credits and you click that next episode thing, it cuts it down by each episode down by about 5 minutes. So the first episode's the longest, and the last episode's the shortest. Which seems like a ripoff. Like, oh, that's not great. The last episode's the shortest, but it gets right to the point. It is 95% action. It is the culmination of the entire series, and yeah, it just goes really hard. One of the great things about the Marvel Zombies stories is that it's always a battle to the death. Good guys against good guys, bad guys against bad guys, and anybody. And I'm not going to spoil, by the way, I'm not going to spoil any surprises or character stuff or story stuff. I'm not going to spoil that. Just making that clear. I want to say a bunch of stuff. I want to say who's in this. If you saw the trailer, you know a number of people. You see Hawkeye right here. Captain America's down here. That's Wanda. That's Wanda, Scarlet Witch. Then there's another character you might recognize, and some other characters. I'm not going to say who. Everybody figures into this. There is one element that is really surprising to me. That happens in the first episode. That there's a lot of surprises. There's so many little, first of all, Easter eggs and references, and yeah. There's just a lot going on in each of these episodes, and they each start with a different group of characters we know from different parts of the MCU, and the story is about kind of them coming together to find a way to end all of this, which is not really a spoiler because that's kind of the point of most zombie apocalypse type films or TV series. Sure, The Walking Dead was just about surviving and retaining our humanity in the face of just relentless death. But most of the time, if somebody's given a MacGuffin or a means to possibly save the world, well, our heroes are going to take it. And we get a nice variety of heroes that we've never seen before together on screen real life, and certainly, well, maybe that's one of the things with the What If series and others like that. You get to throw a bunch of characters together. You get to see different iterations of them, different histories of some, and there's even kind of the first appearance of a certain character with a whole new, unexpected look. Some of you might already know who that is. I'm just not saying it. But I know a friend of mine's gonna be very excited. He's just really, really into these characters. So 4 episodes, all running about 30 minutes ish, and I'm not a big fan of gore or just over the top kind of useless violence. I had the Marvel Zombies comics back in the day when they first started out, but it kind of got redundant for me after a while. It's like I don't really get off of watching or reading a book where it's just like all the characters I like just get brutally killed. They have a series or multiple series now of Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, and it's just it feels fetishistic. To just say, oh, this is the way Deadpool would kill the Fantastic Four, or this hero, this villain, and just kill everybody. And it's always a creative, interesting way of doing it, absolutely. And you get a lot of that in this series as well. The deaths are brutal. And this is by far the most bloody, most violent, most gory thing Marvel's ever made, even compared to the other stuff in What If. And it's also the goriest thing on Disney Plus, period. Other than the violence that was set against Disney Plus themselves when everybody unsubscribed recently. I have not unsubscribed. I struggled with that for a while, and I looked into it, and I found out that even if I unsubscribed, I wouldn't get a refund, and it goes, I paid for a year, and it would just keep running until next year, middle of next year. So, yeah, but Jimmy's back, so that's all right. So, so yeah, if you get a chance, if you're into this kind of thing, whether it's Marvel or horror, it checks all those boxes, and you get to see familiar characters with the voices of most of them. Do the voices of the characters that they have done in live action films. Again, not going to say who they are, even though if you saw the trailer, you know who those people are. If you didn't, well then go into this fresh. Even if you do know the Marvel universe, if you do know the Marvel universe, and if you even haven't seen some of these shows on Disney Plus or the movies, maybe you should watch those. But for the most part, you don't have to. You kind of get an idea of who they are right off the bat. You get an idea. We are dropped into the zombie apocalypse right from the beginning. It is not like, oh, this is how it happened, or this is why it happened. That's a bit of a mystery, and how it gets resolved, if it can be, also a mystery. I'm not sharing. And also, the only thing I will tell you without spoiling anything is that I have a feeling the ending's going to have a little bit of a divisive effect on some people. People might like it, people might not, and it's hopefully it leads into something much, maybe a sequel, maybe season 2. You never know. Maybe somebody knows. Maybe somebody in Marvel Animation is already working on it. So, this is, to me, I enjoyed it. There's so many twists and turns. If you have an idea, if you think you have an idea how an episode's going to end, or how some sort of twist or turn is going to happen, if you think you know who you're going to see next around the next corner, you're wrong. Again, unless you saw the trailer. But yeah, there's so many fun surprises for people who are just devotees of the Marvel Universe, and definitely worth checking out if you're into this stuff. Perfect for Halloween. This is not for kids, by the way. Do not show this to the little kids. Your young teens will probably get a kick out of it. Preschoolers, no. Preteens, I don't think that just because it's a cartoon and it's Marvel characters and you got people you recognize in this, do not think it's just gonna be a fun, cute little thing. It can be traumatizing, and yes, as you know, with any zombie apocalypse story, not everybody makes it out alive. So you will get to see characters you know and love brutally eviscerated. Yeah. And the great thing is that it's not a direct knockoff of the comics. Like, it doesn't follow the exact storyline. It definitely digs into the characters as they are in the MCU, and it part of me really wishes I could talk about this without spoiling it, because it's just so soon. If I had waited 3 months, maybe I could talk about some of the surprises. Some of the twists and turns. Maybe I'll do that some other time, but yeah, definitely check it out. If you're a Marvel and a horror fan, tomorrow we have I picked it yesterday, and the Crumbly Files. It's the something. Dang it! I'm gonna have to do this. So just, talk amongst yourselves, and could have just looked at all this. It's called Sins of the Parents. It's another documentary about horrible things that people do to each other. Sins of the Parents, the Crumbly Trials, which, from what I understand, is about parents of a kid who did something really horrible. And for the first time ever, they are held responsible for their child's choices. The child is too. But, yeah, I think it's a docu-series, or maybe it's one episode, I'm not really sure. But, yeah, definitely, we'll watch that tomorrow. Sins of the Parents, The Crumbly Trials. It just doesn't sound like something that'd be on Disney Plus, but neither is Marvel Zombies. That's what we're watching tomorrow on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.